They say when the streetlights go dark one by one, it means he's coming. And if you see the glow of an orange head in your mirrors, don't stop. Don't even look, because by the time you do, you've already been marked. I worked the late shift at a gas station off Highway 19. Middle of nowhere, just a couple pumps, a soda fridge, and endless blacktop. Nights are quiet here. Too quiet. You learn to love the sound of moths hitting the glass and the hum of the streetlights. They're like company, a steady rhythm in a world that never fully sleeps. Halloween week's always weird. The town kids come around with fake blood and cheap masks, daring each other to drive the highway stretched past the old bridge, the one they call the Lantern Road, because that's where he's supposed to ride. The man with the jack-o'-lantern head, headless biker, helmet carved from fire, a ghost that hunts light. It's an old story. My dad used to tell it when the power went out. Said a stunt rider from the 70s died there, mid-jump, engine exploding, fuel igniting his helmet until it melted to his skin. They never found the bike. Just a trail of burnt asphalt and a smashed streetlight. They say every October he rides again. Not for revenge, for light. He feeds on it. When I was a kid, that used to scare me. Now it's just a story you tell when the pumps are empty and you're bored enough to spook yourself. At least, that's what I thought. It started with a flicker. One streetlight, right outside the window. Buzzed once, twice, then went out. I stepped outside, squinting into the dark. The highway stretched on forever, just fog and faint red taillights in the distance. Then the next one went out. Pop sizzle. Darkness. The blackout moved in a straight line, one light at a time, coming toward me. Like something walking the road and swallowing the glow as it passed. I froze. Couldn't see anything but the fog. But I could feel something. Heat. Like standing near a running engine. I went back inside, locked the door. The glass vibrated, faint at first, then stronger, like thunder that wouldn't stop rolling. Then I realized it wasn't thunder. It was an engine, revving low, steady, getting closer. Headlights swept across the pumps, but there was no car. Just light, orange and pulsing. Too bright, too alive. Then, through the fog, a shape. Leather jacket, gloves, boots. But where the head should have been, a burning jack-o'-lantern. Not like a real pumpkin, like molten metal carved into a face, fire flickering from cracks like veins. He revved the bike once. The engine screamed like a human voice. And every streetlight around me exploded, glass raining down like ash. I hit the floor, crawled behind the counter. The pumps clicked on, all of them. Gasoline spilling onto the asphalt. Then the radio, dead for years, switched on by itself. A voice came through, distorted, burning. Light the way. I ran for the back door, but the light over it shattered before I reached it. Every bulb that broke, I felt something, like energy draining out of me, heat leaving my skin. When I looked down, my shadow was fading. I kicked open the emergency exit and sprinted across the lot. The highway was pitch black, not a single streetlight left alive, only his glow, orange and relentless. Following, I jumped the ditch, landed hard, tore my knee open, crawled behind a wrecked billboard. The sound stopped. Silence. Then footsteps. Heavy boots on gravel. Slow, deliberate. The smell of burnt rubber filled the air, and beneath it smoke, pumpkin, rotting sweetness. I looked up. He was standing over me. The pumpkin head tilted, flames licking the carved grin. And then the voice, deep broken, came from inside the fire. You kept the lights burning too long. He reached out, touched the side of the billboard. The metal melted. I ran, Didn't look back. I made it to town just before sunrise. Every streetlight was out. Every single one. Cops said the power grid failed. Transformer overload, they called it. But I saw the pattern. The line of destruction leading straight from the highway to town square. And there, in the middle of the street, a single motorcycle helmet sat in the road. Black, scorched, carved into the front, a crude, jagged smile. That night, I stayed at a friend's place. Didn't sleep. Couldn't. Every light in the house stayed on. But around 3 a.m., I noticed something strange. The bulbs were dimming, one by one, and outside I heard it again, that low rumble, far away at first, then closer. My friend's motion light flicked on, and for half a second I saw him, the jack-o'-lantern head, standing at the end of the driveway, flames dripping from his helmet, and in his hand, a burnt-out bulb. He crushed it, turned, and the motorcycle screamed to life. Now every night, I keep my lights off, all of them, because they say he only hunts what glows. And somewhere down the street, when the power lines hum just right, I can still hear that engine. Light the way.